Hey guys, it's your girl Melissa. Today we're having In-N-Out. It was between this and Chipotle, and this took the cake. So I got a double, with my cousin said to try whole grilled onions with chopped grilled onions. So that's what I got. She said it's like a game changer, so I'm counting on it. And then to justify why I got two animal style fries, I kind of made one a little different. A couple of you guys have mentioned to get the animal style fries well done with chopped peppers, which is what I got. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. I thought they were gonna be like finely chopped. They're pretty big and there's like 5 pieces. I thought it'd be all over, but anyways, I'm gonna have a bite of this one. It's raining. It actually stopped, which is nice. It stopped for us, you guys. So hopefully it's not too bothersome. I remember one time I did In-N-Out and I got 2 animal style fries. My mom was like, please don't do that again. There was so much sodium. I'm like, girl, do you see the food I eat? Like, getting 2 fries is the least of my worries. I kind of like it well done. I think I might just need to get 2 all the time, because maybe the texture might get a little old. But I like it. I like that it's not soggy. How are you guys? Happy New Year. I'm sure you guys are so sick of me posting my videos late. I know that I've been filming and then posting after the holidays, like posting after Thanksgiving, posting after Christmas. So the videos aren't very relatable. So I apologize for that. But how was your guys' New Year? Did you guys celebrate? Did you stay in? We ended up just celebrating with my immediate family. Let me tell you guys how this is. I've been craving a fresh burger. I will say, you can tell a big difference with getting the whole grilled onions. It's so much more flavorful. In a second, I'm about to use my hands. So New Year's for us was really good. But before that, let me tell you guys about Disneyland. So you guys know I'm really last minute when it comes to packing. I dislike it. I put it off. This is no different. And maybe I was a little overconfident because we did the trip to San Diego and we did just fine. So I was like, oh, you know, I already know what to pack for Scarlett. Wasn't the case. I was up at like 2:30 still packing. And at one point, my sister was there. She was house sitting for us. Dog sitting, I should say. And she was helping me pack. She's like, you know what? Go to sleep. Get a couple hours nights. Nap, even. Just so you're not just super exhausted. I'm like, you're right. Well, our flight was at 11 a.m. that morning. We are planning to leave around 8 so we can get to the airport by 9, have 2 hours before we board. You guys, I look at my phone because I'm about to set myself a timer to wake up, and I get an email from the airlines saying our flight got canceled. We were not prepared at all to drive. As in physically, mentally prepared to do that drive, because it's not just a couple hours. Like, it's a long drive to LA. So at this point, obviously Scarlett's sleeping, hubby's sleeping. I'm like, let me not wake him up because I'm not even done packing. Let me finish packing. Let me get on the phone with the airlines. I wasn't able to get a hold of anyone because thousands, I'm sure, of people were trying to get a hold of them, trying to figure out what's going on with their flight. You guys probably heard of this, right? Where like Southwest canceled thousands of flights Christmas weekend. So we just so happen to be affected by it. Still yummy. 10 out of 10. So finally I wake hubby up. I let him know. He's like, well, we don't have any other choice, right? So we drive. And maybe it was a blessing in disguise because our flight back also got canceled. Which I would have canceled it anyways, but it automatically got canceled. It was so foggy the morning that we left. I think it might have drizzled a little bit. Thankfully, Scarlett was asleep. She slept for like 4 hours. Finally woke up like 4 hours into the drive. But she did so well, and she was probably my main concern because I wasn't sure how she was going to be. We finally left, I think, at like 6 a.m. Thankfully, she sleeps until like 9 or 10, so she woke up her natural time. So we were like far into our drive. Just a lot of patience when traveling with a baby. Way more stops than we're used to. You know, we typically like to just haul butt and get to our destination, but we wanted to feed her comfortably. Had to do a couple of diaper changes. But all that to say, it worked out. And that was just our trip going there. So as far as the actual trip, Disneyland was a lot of fun. I do feel like a hypocrite for sure because I was very anti-Disneyland for myself. I never really enjoyed. For me, going every like 5 years, 10 years was enough like to fill my cup. But it is different when you have a kid. And mind you, yes, I get that Scarlett can't really enjoy. She doesn't comprehend what's going around. But it is different. Like, you want her to see, to get excited. Even if it's just like getting excited because of the lights, the rides. We went on one ride with her. It was Pirates of the Caribbean. Caribbean? did so well the entire trip. I will say she probably had one meltdown the entire trip. It was... they're like chips. The first day we got there, we went to downtown Disney with our friends, and she was just very fussy. We couldn't really like quiet her down. I also think that she gets very overstimulated really easily. I know babies do it in general, but hubby and I would like your guys' opinion on this. So, we don't blame Scarlett. She's just practically at home with just us two. She's used to quiet, you know, being in her own little setting. And we kind of have like a routine for the day. So, when we do go out and we're like visiting family, for instance, on New Year's, and then a couple days after New Year's, we had visited hubby's family, and Scarlett, we had never seen her like throw a tantrum like that. Ooh. Her cries were so intense. She wasn't really easily consolable. The only thing that stopped her from crying was hubby put her in her car seat, and then he rocked her. But yeah, we felt so bad. Like, we felt so bad for her. So I don't know. Do any of your guys' kids do the same? When they're in a different space? Because we're like, okay, how do you handle that? Do you keep them away from situations where there's going to be tons of people and she's going to get overstimulated? Or do you like invite her into situations like that so she gets used to it? We don't know. Oh my god. So we were visiting family, and actually one of my followers said she had seen me at a Target, but she was too shy to say hi. You guys, please don't ever be too shy to say hi. I'm not like one of those people. I'm like too good, or I'm nobody. I'm not gonna be like, how dare you interrupt me in my personal time. So we're over here trying to figure out why Scarlett was acting the way that she was. We're like, is she teething? So to rule it out, I went to Target to go get her like some teethers and things to numb her gums. And you know, who knows? She may very well be teething. I think she is, because like, granted, I don't see any teeth piercing through, but she'll like go like this, I think, to soothe her gums. And she just loves putting anything and everything in her mouth now. But we don't think that's what was causing it, just because when she's at home, she's not like that. Anyway, Disneyland was so much fun. A lot of good food. Why was it mine and hubby's first time having a freaking turkey leg? Like, can you believe that? It was never something that we were interested in trying because, frankly, anytime anyone posted a turkey leg, it looks so dry. But let me tell you, best $30 we ever spent on one food item. It fed both of us, probably, and more. It was ginormous, but so juicy. Oh my god. We also tried the birria taco. Apparently it's very popular. You can only order 2 orders per person. The birria taco itself was really good, but the consomme was bomb, and hubby was like dipping the turkey leg in the consomme. Oh my god, so good. We had like 6 churros when we went there. Yeah, that was probably the best dessert. It's so good when it's fresh and warm. We lasted a pretty good time at Disneyland, although we did not stay the entire time, like to watch fireworks and stuff. It got pretty cold at night. Oh, that was a fail. Pink lemonade. Whew, I'm kind of getting full, but I think I'm gonna finish my food because the fries won't be good later, you know. Let's see what else is new. I'm gonna be going back to work soon, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion on how to make that transition smoother, because I'm not freaking out, I'm just sad, you know. I've been on maternity leave for several months. When I go back, Scarlett will be 6 months, and I've just witnessed so much in such a short period of time. I just feel like I'm gonna miss so much going back to work. I will definitely get it like this again. Super good. Yeah, what made your transition smoother? I do think that when I go back to work, I'll get back more into a routine, which will be nice, because when I'm at home, you guys, I sleep like a lot. And I'm not complaining. It's just I've gotten a lot of sleep. I'm talking about like 12 hours of sleep, not including the times I wake up to pump. But I've been waking up at like 9 or 10 in the morning. Speaking of pumping, so it'll be interesting, but I think it'll force me to get up earlier and get things done. Is the rain bothering you guys? It's literally raining and storming the next 2 weeks, so there was no better time to film, honestly. I think today I enjoyed the well done fries more than the regular one. Another thing my brother, hi Mike, he was like, it is 2023, you need to start filming in 4K. So I'm like, okay, how do I do that? I don't know crap about technology, so he had to sit there and walk me through how to film in 4K on my camera. So it's my first time doing it, so if things look crazy, we can blame my brother. I don't know if any of you guys are handy with like home stuff, but so much crap has been happening to our house. It is an older house now. Like, we've been there since 2012 and it was built in 2001. So, you know, natural wear and tear. But we just have so much stuff that we need to do at our house to get fixed. Our garage, I don't know, so much stuff. And then more recently, our we noticed that it's been so hot upstairs. We're like, what is going on? Like, we have the thermostat set, you know, so that it only runs up to a certain temperature, and once it hits that temperature, it stops, it turns off. But it's not stopping. It keeps running, so we just have to turn it off. But what could be causing that? I almost made a mukbang. I almost made it through a mukbang without getting something in my hair. Hubby would have been proud. How old were your babies when you started giving them solids, like purees and stuff? I think we're gonna start Scarlett off with like baby cereal and purees, but there's that whole thing called baby-led weaning, where you basically let your baby feed themselves, but it's not purees, it's like regular size foods. You just maybe like chop it into smaller bites and they just feed themselves. I only heard this term recently from a friend, so I started researching it, and the thought of giving your child like a whole floret of broccoli is kind of scary. I get it, like the thought of them choking on a large piece of food, but at the same time it kind of makes sense that it's safe. You know, you're obviously monitoring them as they eat, but because they feed themselves, it's at the baby's pace. You're not like shoving food in their mouth. And it makes sense because, like, as a nurse, if a patient's in the hospital, I don't know, let's say they have like a swallowing issue, they'll start them off on like thicker foods like purees, and then they'll go into like maybe liquids, because you're able to like aspirate on thinner things like water, you know. So I get it. I'm not sure what we're gonna do for Scarlett. I know hubby wants to make her food, so he'll probably puree stuff, but I don't know, like the whole baby-led weaning thing, it does intrigue me. I think I'm done. It's like pouring now. Holy crap. I'm full. Okay, bye-bye. Ta-ta for now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see this face again. Keep it yummy. Mwah.